My whole life, I always knew I was special. Even with no remainders, I could always move a decimal. Money on my mind while the girls that made un beso. Hustlers in my blood and it's running through my vessels. Just trying to clear the threshold, just trying to make a way. In my race against time, I could see an early grave. School to prison pipeline, 12 years a slave. Suspension and detention is conditioned for a cage.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Ryan Garcia calls out Issac Cruz and Oscar offers him $1 million. Now, let's take a look at what we're discussing right now. Of course, we're talking about the land of where things get done now. We're talking about the land of Twitter, the Twitter sphere. Ryan Garcia tweeted, I don't know what to say, Issac Cruz, other than I'm ready now and we have a big fight at hand. I guess all bark, no bite. Now, this is in response to Issac Cruz post-fight interview where he stated that Ryan Garcia has to wait now. He tried to make the fight happen with Ryan Garcia, but now that he's in the position he's in, Ryan Garcia has to wait. So Ryan Garcia tweeted that. And here's what Oscar De La Hoya said to Issac Cruz. Oscar said, $1 million, Issac Cruz, at Ryan Garcia. Let's go. So Oscar offers him $1 million on social media. The new place where business goes down at. Trill Dollar Bill, what's your reaction to that?
I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. You know why I love it? Because now, they've been taking advantage of my man, Issac Cruz. He about to get some money now. You know what I'm saying? He about to get some money, and De La Hoya going to take care of him and give him that M. Because Al wasn't.
But so you believe De La Hoya is really going to give him $1 million?
Nope, but it sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
De La Hoya ain't, but the zone matchroom might. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bring that on. Bring on the zone. I think he deserves it. Give this guy the M. You know what I'm saying? He deserves the M. He's been shortchanged. You know he was shortchanged against Tank. Show him some love. And Tank is. Ryan is like this is for food in the bank. This is what Ryan's looking at. He's looking at for food because Ryan has this thing where he has this advantage over shorter fighters. He thinks that he can knock out all the shorter fighters with that left hook. You know what I'm saying? And he thinks that this is Issac Cruz plays right into that narrative. So, yeah, of course he's going to call him out now. But listen, the pit bull might come and take a chunk out of that. You know what I'm saying? If you play with him. You play with him wrong, the pit bull might come and take a bite out of you. You know what I'm saying? Because he is coming. He is focused. Last night, wow. Wow. Shout out to the pit bull. Even though Gamboa, was fading, but nobody else was able to do that. Nobody else was able to do that. And Ryan, if you mess around and you be trying to just look for one punch, one clip, you can get caught. You can get dropped. You know what I'm saying? I think that Issac Cruz hit harder than Campbell.
I thought you were gonna bring to go like last week.
He's gonna, so I like that fight. I like that fight.
They say that he worked at the Waffle House. Oh, I'm sorry, Chill. Like this rumors going around that guy to go worked at the Waffle House. Damn. They gave Ryan Garcia a to-go plate from the Waffle House.
Yeah, man. So Ryan, you got to be serious. Be careful what you asking for. I know you're seeing him and you're like, oh, he's a shorter guy. It falls right into my left hook, check hook. But nah, this is a different type of beast, man. He's fighting for something different. You know what I'm saying? Like his story, his hunger is different. Shout out's cool. I really hope that they make this fight happen, and I hope he gets that M.
All right, Conspiracy G.
Yeah, I like this fight, man. And to be honest with you, Ryan might lose to Issac Cruz, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a possibility, man. I didn't like how Ryan looked during that to-go fight, and what I do like about Issac is, he presses the action, he's moving forward, and he knows how to throw hooks to guys that are taller than him. You know what I mean? Like, what's his name? Baby Caden. I forgot the dude's name. Gamboa. Yeah, Gamboa. I mean, he ain't the tallest guy, but nonetheless, Issac threw mean punches with mean intentions. And I think he'll do the same thing with Ryan, you know, because Ryan's going to do it to him. So I think Isaac Cruz is going to be like, all right, bet. Let's see who can lay out whoever first with a hook, you know. So I think it's going to be an exciting fight. It's going to be an explosive fight. And I think this is going to be a good test for Ryan because I think Ryan, man's been getting like good touches lately, man. So I want to see him with somebody that's like going to bring the action. And I'm actually shocked because like this Cruz wasn't the Cruz that fought against Tank. So I'm hoping when he fights Ryan, he's not going to be timid. Like, yo, Ryan could knock me out, so let me play it extra safe. I hope he comes with that same anger and aggression that he had when he was fighting Gamboa, because he looked at Gamboa like he was food. He's like, man, this dude is light work, you know. And I'm not saying that Ryan's light work at all, but Isaac could pull off an upset. So it'll be a good fight for these guys. Now, the fact that Oscar is offering $1 million, I don't even see why he needs to offer him $1 million, but that's dope, man, because I remember with the build up for the Tank fight, you know, Cruz's family, they from the bottom for real. So $1 million is a game changer for a brother, you know, like in the heart of Mexico, like in the slums of Mexico. So if Oscar could get him that man, that's a good look, man. Salute to Oscar and DAZN for them if they can actually pull that off for that young man. But I think this is a good fight. I would love to see Ryan in this fight because I don't see Ryan fighting anybody else of note lately. So I don't see Ryan going against you know, like Loma, Haney, freaking you know, Teofimo. I don't see none of those real fights. So if he can pull off this Isaac fight, I think people will give Ryan that respect because Isaac ain't no pushover. You know what I mean? He's not a champ right now, but he ain't a pushover either. So I think it's a good fight.
All right, TBE. Netables.
Yes, sir. Watch your mouth. You know. But I want to say this. Ryan versus Isaac. I said
I think
Isaac.
it's Isaac. I think
They call him Issac,
Isaac.
I believe.
Yeah,
Whatever it is. His name is spelled like Isaac. Call whatever you feel.
Cruz. Just call him Cruz, bro.
Garcia versus Cruz will be a great fight for us all to see. I feel Ryan has the popularity, the notability, and everything just to come in with that confidence, think he can dominate Isaac Cruz. But Issac or whatever, Cruz.
Whatever. Just
Mr. Cruz. Mr. Cruz. I feel like he thinks he has the ability to dominate Mr. Cruz. But last night, Mr. Cruz showed us he is no slouch. And when he fought Tank, it was a tough battle for them both. It was a tough battle for Tank. It was a tough battle for Issac. But
definitely, I agree with you, Ned. I feel like Isaac Cruz realized that he belonged.
Yeah,
After that chain fight.
This was coming out party. No, not coming out party, but it's
Confidence.
like,
It was confidence.
I'm here party. Like, it's Mr. Cruz, I love you. And we joked about you coming out. You're entering the ring.
His entrance was reckless, bro. He
It
looked
was
like,
reckless.
I
Like,
ain't
I
gonna
don't know
show
what was
that,
going
bro.
on.
Yeah, he looked.
You're welcome. You're welcome to the ring. Now, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed what I saw. Some people said Cruz was too reckless. Some people said Gamboa was too old. But what I saw was a fighter who saw food and took the food and ate it. And that's that. That's that. As simple as I can put it, there's food. You don't play with your food.
Sounds so deep, Dad. It sounded
That
so
was
deep.
freaking deep.
Isaac didn't play with his food. He ate it. And that's what all I saw. Round 1, smacked him around. Round 2, smacked him around. Round 3, smacked him around. Round 4, smacked him around. Round 5. When did the fight end? I said round number. When did the fight end?
And then when the ref stopped it.
And then when the ref stopped it, well, he got ate up. Yo, we saw Gamboa on the ropes and Isaac's belly full. So that was a good fight for me. It was an entertaining fight. G was laughing his behind off. You know, it was a good fight. I enjoyed it. And shout out to Gamboa for being a good.
Yo, hold on. This is why, Ned's such a clown, right? Ned be having like random stories during fights. This dude, Ned, during that same fight, out of nowhere, he's like, yo, if I go to jail, I'm gonna be Muslim in prison, yo. Get that, I ain't getting raped. Yeah. Like, yo, what? Me and Ned was like, yo, what are you talking
about? G. Yeah. You can't say everything we talk over about, man.
It was so random. I'm like, yo, fam, we're watching Gamboa get murdered right now. And then saying foolishness in my ear. I was like, yo, this guy's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just had to throw it out there. The audience needed to hear that. My bad, Ned. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's an entertaining fight. I thought Gamboa was competitive until certain rounds where he was just like knocked senseless, and Isaac took over.
Gamboa was competitive?
Huh?
What round was Gamboa competitive in?
First round. First round.
Please. Next thing, Gamboa. Yo, if I was getting beat up in prison like Gamboa, I'm converting to Islam.
Yo, G, relax. Relax, G. What are you doing right now? I don't know what you're doing.
No, that was you last time. We beat
relax.
What?
Relax.
Prison, bro.
Relax. Well, listen.
Yo, I love the Netables, man. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even speak on this no more. I'm just gonna hand it to Kaden. I'm passing it.
Thank you, Mr. Netable.
Thank you.
He's unforgettable. All right, yeah. So, basically, Issac Cruz proves that you can win in a loss, and again. Mm-hmm. The way you win in a loss is by fighting your tail off and giving it all you got, and the crowd can see it. G pointed out his family really comes from the mud. They really come from the bottom. You saw that in the Tank fight. And remember, he took that Tank fight on short notice. I think it was like 6 weeks notice or something like
less
that.
Than that. It wasn't like less than that?
It was less than that, bro. That's
what it was like 4 weeks notice. It was something so
he took it on short notice. Yeah. Went in there and gave Tank all that he can handle and won over a lot of fans. And then he went out and took the opportunity to face, by his standards, a risky fight, because most people didn't know who Issac Cruz was. Like they said, in the buildup, they said like, yo, he just came on the scene out of nowhere, really. And he came on the scene by fighting hard. Then he goes out there, and from round one, he lands a punch on Gamboa, puts him on spaghetti legs, and Gamboa never really fully recovered, and Gamboa was on the defensive the entire fight. Now, you look at his performance against Gamboa, let's be clear, Gamboa has seen better days. He's seen better days before he fought Tank. He's seen better days before he fought Haney. Devin, if you ever really have questions about your power, asked and answered, right? Asked and answered. Tank eventually got the stoppage against him. Whatever. You look at what just happened with Issac Cruz. He just straight dominated him, hurt him, had him rock. Now, of course, this isn't the same Gamboa, but it's kind of the same Gamboa that you fought. It was the same Gamboa in his prime. Gamboa, Baby G, it's time for you to consider hanging him up, Baby G.
Yo, you know he looked just like you, bro. Stop.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He looked like you with a perm, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the fighter picture that they showed of him? His hair was looking like all jacked up.
I tried to take the picture and send it to the chat like, yo, what you doing with your hair, bro?
Yo, bro. Yo, I was like, yo, what is that on Gamboa's head? I said, that ain't the slick top. That Gamboa, no.
Yo, Gamboa, man, is going through a midlife crisis, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I was like, yo, Why they make Gamboa take a picture with that hairdo, dog?
Yo, another thing about Gamboa, how come he never smiles, bro? This dude is gangster to the core. He gets dropped. He still got the mean mug on. You losing,
Yo,
bro. He still got
but they said the realest thing about Gamboa that you got to give him props for. They said he won the gold medal and he sold it for $1,500 to throw his daughter a birthday party. I said, salute to that brother, yo.
Salute to him.
Yeah, he said, yo, this is nothing. My daughter's happiness, give me the money. You know what I mean? So respect to Gamboa for that.
Right.
No, but getting back to it, Ryan Garcia wants to fight Issac Cruz for one reason and one reason only. He wants to be able to say, yep, he's short, but he wants to be able to say he did it better than Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is all boils down to. You know, Cruz gave Tank Davis a really tough fight. And so Garcia saying, I get him, I beat him easier, I get to say I'm better than Tank. That's what it is. Just like one of those cross comparison fights. But remember, for Tank, he only trained for a few weeks. Against Ryan, he's going to get a full camp. And I actually thought he looked a lot better against Gamboa than he did against Tank. But of course, Gamboa's no Tank. And Tank's a different type of fighter.
Tank was like, he didn't want no rematch.
I was just about to say that. Now, if Cruz goes along and gets a few more wins like that, I would love to see him get a rematch with Tank with a full camp, because now we're talking, you know, and perhaps maybe that's what's making Tank feel like Floyd's trying to make him lose. He's like, you threw me in there with that pit bull. You threw me in there with that pit bull on short notice. I thought I was getting an easy fight.
I thought you said he was on short notice.
I thought you said he was short and on short notice.
Let us know what you think in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services with the Boxing Bros.
Why can I get a to-go plate?
Let me get the to-go plate from the Waffle House.